What is up, everyone? It's Grim. I hope you're all good. It's Friday. Yeah, the weekend is almost upon us. And in today's video, I want to talk about the future of Warlords of Draenor and potentially WoW as a whole, where it's going to go next. I know, no pressure, no weight on my shoulders or anything. Now, many of you may have seen the cinematic for the Legendary Quest has been released. Some people have completed it and they've uploaded the videos to YouTube and all that good stuff. And we finally got to see the little twist that we all knew was coming. Now, if you are not interested at all in finding out what happens, or you don't want no spoilers, you literally want to do it on your own, at your own pace, that's fine. Go and have an amazing weekend, and I'll catch you guys on Monday. Okay, off you go. Off you go. Are you gone? Okay, now, us to the left. Obviously, you guys don't care, you've already seen it already, or you want to have the gossips. That's all good, that's fine. So, link below if you haven't as yet seen the video. Have a little look at that. If you can't be asked, I will give you a rough synopsis of what happens in the trailer. In essence, Grom is confronted by Gul'dan, and Gul'dan is like, dude, you're getting fucked over. These guys have come from this alternative Azeroth and they have crushed your mighty Iron Horde. You're a wuss. You're getting pimp slapped all over the place. You need to sort this shit out. And not only that, but you killed your son! They've come in and they whooped your son's ass. Yeah, you didn't even know it. And he throws Gorhau down and goes, look at that, your son's dead. And Grom's like, Garrosh was my son? Dun dun dun. And then basically he offers him the blood. He says, dude, there you go, have the funky demon Kool-Aid, and we'll go kick ass. We'll go and we'll take back what is ours. And Grom's like, no. Look, I know this is bad stuff. I'm not touching it. So, he opens it up. He says, okay, look, anybody else want to try it? Anybody else want to have a little bit of this funky demon Kool-Aid? And Kilrog says, I'm up. Yeah, I'm game. Bring it over here. Chugs it down and turns into not the orc we'd expect him to. Obviously, we expect the green skin. We expect the red eyes. We expect him to go and be full of power. But he doesn't. He collapses to the ground. He's got spikes coming out of him. He is going green, but there's like fell energy running through him, and there's something up. Now, I'm not going to get into the lore side of it because obviously in the trailer we killed, or Grom killed, the Pit Lord. So where exactly has this blood come from that they're now toting about? That might be the reasons for the different changes. Don't know. Don't know at all. Now, I will put a link down below because I watched a Noble video on this where he talked a little bit more about the lore. So, if you guys want a lore perspective of this, Noble is your man. So, yeah, link down below. Click on that and have a little look at what Noble says. And last but by no means least, when Kilrog is there and he's transformed to this freaky orc demon thing, Gul'dan turns around and says, now, I will take over the Iron Horde and I will make it fit for the Burning Legion. So there it is, guys, the Burning Legion. We all knew it was coming. The Burning Legion has been introduced into Warlords of Draenor. Gul'dan is supposedly taking over the Iron Horde. Grom, the last we see him, is a prisoner. He's like being held up against the wall by fell magic, and things are not going well. Now, I gotta say, I am really happy that they did not just cop out and, you're losing the fight, Grom, do you want to drink this? And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll drink it. And we basically just skip the whole first half of this expansion and we go to Grom drinks the blood and all the orcs drink the blood and we're fighting the original Horde. I'm glad they didn't go down that route. And I'm glad there seems to be this little twist where it's not quite the blood they drunk, obviously, in our universe. So there's something interesting going there. Grom still hasn't drunk it. So, what's going to happen? I'm re-enthused now for 6.2. 6.1, as we all know, is a little bit of a letdown, a little bit of a... okay, that's all we've got from this. Great. It wasn't what we were all hoping for. They obviously cut out a lot of content that we were going to have. We were going to have Ogre Kingdoms. We were going to have all sorts of things, and it's not panned out that way. We were going to have, Blade Spire and all that were going to be our bases, and that hasn't happened. But Tanaan, I think, is going to change things. It's re-enthused me, as I say. It's made me excited again for what's going to come. Now, I will say this, I have a sneaky feeling that we may get a new base. Not a garrison, but we may get some sort of forward operating base in Tanaan. I think we're going to get somewhere where we can... I hate to say it, but I think we're going to get somewhere where we're going to get all our daily quests. I just got that feeling. Somewhere where we're going to get some sort of forward base in Tanaan, and it's going to have a load of NPC givers that are going to hand out daily quests to us. Because basically Tanaan is going to be a level 100 zone. And they're going to say, go here and do that. Very much like the Apexus dailies, where we have to go to various parts and do things and then fill up our bar, and once we're done we get Apexus crystals. I think we're going to get a lot of, go here and do that, fight this mob, do this, blah, 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 blah. I think we're going to get loads of dailies. I just got that gut feeling we're going to get dailies in Tanaan from some forward base. Which I'm not a huge fan of, but I understand, obviously, dailies are really good for content padding, giving people something to do over and over again, which is a big thing that people have been crying about with Warlords of Draenor, is that they're trapped in the garrison. At least with Mists of Pandaria dailies, you got to go and explore the whole of Mists of Pandaria. You got to go all over the place to do your dailies. In Warlords of Draenor, we feel trapped in our garrisons. All I see is, okay, I'll go there, do that profession, I go to my mine, I go to my fish, blah, 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 and that's it, and then I log out. You see it all the time. So I wouldn't mind necessarily doing some dailies, hopefully not tons, but I don't mind doing something a little bit different from just my garrison, which is a shocking admission considering I was one of the people that turned around and said, no dailies, no, I'm tired of dailies, I'm sick of them. I actually wouldn't mind doing some now, just to mix things up a bit, and I think that might be a sad admission as to what's going on in Warlords. Now, as to where this is going to go, potentially I can see maybe the Khadgar legendary questline maybe going that we're going to rescue Grom. Okay, Grom is now a prisoner of the Iron Horde. Maybe we're going to go rescue him. And Thrall and Khadgar get together and they get Grom out and they talk to him about these things, what happened. And Grom's like, fuck you guys, fuck you, no, I don't want to, you know, because they've told him all about what's going to happen, what the Iron Horde is. And he's like, no, my son, you know, Thrall killed my son, this is a lot of stuff to take on, and he runs off and he flees or whatever, and he gets a group of Iron Horde orcs that still want to follow him, and eventually then we're going to see him come back in because, I don't know, we're going to get our ass kicked, say, I don't know, fucking kill Jaden or Archimon to appear at the very end, or Gul'dan's whooping our ass, and I think maybe, you know, you can see it already, you can see Grom going, fuck it, chugging down a big swig of the old demon Kool-Aid, turning into the demon-infused orc, and then whooping ass, and at the very end, you know, turning around and going, at least I died free or some bollocks, you know, we will not be slaves to Gul'dan or anyone. I can see that happening at the end. I hope we don't just fight orcs. I hope it's not, oh look, there's a demon Kilrog. Fight him. Okay, that's that over. There's Gul'dan. Kill him. You know, I hope Gul'dan isn't the final, but they've said Grom's the final boss, and I could kind of see if they're being a bit tongue-in-cheek, i.e. Grom fights with us, very much like if you remember at the very beginning of the Garrosh fight, Thrall's there and Thrall goes, Garrosh, I'm going to fight you, rah rah rah, and then Garrosh kicks the shit out of Thrall. Thrall goes flying back and then we wade in. I wouldn't mind seeing, say, you know, Grom, we're there ready to fight Gul'dan at the last fight, Grom jumps down, he's like, you know, or we're halfway through the fight, we're starting to lose, Grom jumps in, drinks a load of demon blood, or, you know, beats the shit out of Gul'dan. That's the end of the fight. You know, Gul'dan's beat by Grom, and then Grom, who is now high on fucking demon Kool-Aid, decides to fight us. So therefore, he is the last fight. We then beat him, and he's like, thank you, you know, for doing that. I'm now free, blah. I can see that kind of thing happening. Now, as to where we're going to go, potentially, already, and I know this is a shock, we're reaching the end of Warlords of Draenor. I know, a lot of people will be like, hang on, you serious? They have said they don't want to do, you know, huge long expansions. They don't want 2-year expansions or anything like that. They're going to fire these out like bullets. Chris Metzen himself said, we've got them loaded up now, we're ready to go. There's been rumours that the next expansion is already built and almost ready to go. You know, they're in testing, it's already there, put together. You know, we all know that even before Warlords of Draenor was trademarked, there was the Dark Below. So, and they hired loads of new people, so that's ready to kick off. Which is exciting, but also worrying, because as we always know, if you've got the next exciting thing ready to go, a lot of people's focus just starts to drift and look at what's to come and not what you're actually dealing with right now. And that's a worrying thing, because we as the actual player base, obviously unlike the guys working at Blizzard, can't get excited about the next thing because we only have what's in front of us. So Blizzard might be sat there going, holy shit man, the Dark Blow, or 6.3 or whatever is going to blow their minds. It's going to be amazing. 6.4 is going to be awesome. Oh, I'm so pumped. Yeah, but guys, we, as the gamers, as the guys that actually pay for this, can only judge based on 6.1. And 6.1 was a huge letdown to many. So you need to get your eyes back in the game of what is actually going live, what we're playing on live, because that's where your money comes from. Not on the amazing shit you've got coming down the road, it comes on what's coming next. Now, with the legendary cinematic and also the data mined bit of information, which is prepare your garrison and await further instructions from Archmage Khadgar, coming in patch 6.2. Our campaign in Draenor has taken an unexpected turn, with Gul'dan assuming power over the Iron Horde. History is poised to repeat itself. Our world is in more peril than ever. It's time to bring the full might of your garrison to bear against Tanan Jungle. Marshal your forces! And for my part, I will research ways to counter Gul'dan's magic. I will be in contact soon. With the cinematic and that little snippet from Blizzard, I am really excited for what's coming up. And I just hope Blizzard don't slip now. 6.1 was disappointing. As I said before, 6.2 I've got high hopes for, and I just hope they can stay focused enough to really bring back their A game. Don't worry about what's going to come, Blizzard. Don't worry about how good Dark Blow or whatever next shit you've got coming out, how good 6.3, 6.4 is going to be. Focus on 6.2 and nail it. Nail it, Blizzard. That's what I'm really hoping for. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Are you high hopes now that you've seen the cinematic? Are you excited by this Gul'dan news? Are you, as many of us are, kind of, this is cool that it's happening, but not really a surprise? I think we all knew the Burning Legion Gul'dan was gonna be the end antagonist, as it were. But let me know what you think, guys, and I'll catch you all on Monday. Have a good weekend. Laters.